Welcome fans inside the Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Brian Bull, joined with the head coach of the Hofstra softball team, Larissa Anderson. Coach, how's everything going?
It's going pretty well, thanks Brian.
Well Coach, a 5-0 week, doubleheader sweep at Lehigh, a very good Patriot League team, followed by a 3-game sweep at Drexel. Just take us through the week and what did you like from your team overall?
It was a very good week. Lehigh is an outstanding team. They were on a roll. Going into their place, the conditions weren't ideal to play a softball game, and it was really great to see that we were able to come through in that 7th inning with that grand slam by Corinne Bailey, and we played very well that second game. Drexel's much improved. That first game that went 11 innings, we battled. Taylor Prone kept us in the ball game, and we were able to get the key hit when we needed it in that 11th inning, and we made some great adjustments in Game 2 and Game 3.
And Taylor Perrone factors in all 5 wins, 3 wins, 2 saves. She gives up just 1 run over 20 innings in the entire week. You talked about it before, her versatility, but that type of effort, especially long relief outings, shorter ones, even a complete game shutout in 1 game. Just talk about all the things that she's been able to do as a pitcher.
You know what's been very impressive with Taylor is that when she comes in immediately after Morgan, it takes the opposing team, at least one time through the lineup to make an adjustment, because she is so distinctly different. And you can see that the swings of the opposing team, it takes them a while to make that adjustment to what Taylor can do. What I've been very impressed with Taylor is that she's now competing on every single pitch. Early on in the season, every once in a while she would leave a ball up in the zone, and when she leaves a ball up in the zone, it gets hit, and it gets hit very hard. So she's really trying to concentrate mentally on focusing on every single pitch, throwing every pitch as hard as she can, and when she does, she's pretty unhittable. She has that hard drop down, and then her off speed can be devastating at times.
And she has the fewest walks in Division I and walks allowed per 7 innings. For somebody that has that, whose control is that good, when you call a game, just how does that impact that dynamic?
It's great, and Morgan's the same. We do not, and we never have walked a lot of batters at Hofstra. We work very hard on that, and we take a lot of pride in that, where if someone's going to get on base, they better hit the ball. And then we say at the same time, if someone's going to score, they better get 2 or 3 consecutive hits in a row to score a run, because we're not going to give up any free bases. So it's great because now I know we can go deep in the count. The count could be 3-0, and I know Taylor's going to compete on every pitch to get that count back working in her favor.
And to support that pitching staff, a great overall performance from the offense, led by Corinne Bailey, slugged I think 1,200 on the week, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, and with those 4 home runs, you had the power, but also a high on-base percentage. She's been able to get on base a lot of different ways, singles as well as home runs. Just talk about what that, in the 2 spot in the lineup, what that versatility does.
It does a lot, and she's having quality at bats. The power, speaks for itself, and it's great that she's coming through in some of those key RBI situations. But the biggest thing, and this is true for every batter that we have in the lineup, is to have a quality at bat. Get on base any way you possibly can. Work into situational hitting. When you have runners in scoring position, what can you do to help the team manufacture more runs? Where you can't be that selfish player and only think about yourself. Where when you control the strike zone and you have a quality at bat, you're going to swing at good pitches, and you're letting the game come to you. Where you're not trying to do too much, get outside yourself a little bit. And that's what's been most impressive with Corinne this year. That she has controlled that strike zone. She's swinging at great pitches. She's completely in control. Knows exactly what she needs to do at that moment, and she allows that game to come to her.
And Lacey Clark and Kim Smith, their bats really coming along as well. And it seems now for the first time all season you have multiple players at the plate hot at the same time. And just what does that mean for the whole offense?
It's great because then you're not relying on one batter and hoping that the lineup turns over to get them in that right situation, and you're not hoping for it. You can rely, if one person doesn't get it done, you have a couple people behind them that have an opportunity to get it done. And everyone's putting themselves in that position to be successful, and that creates no pressure, because now they don't feel that one hitter has to get the job done, and if we don't, then we're not going to be successful at the end of the game, where if they don't get it done, they know that their teammate behind them is going to.
And you have 3 freshmen doing really well in the lineup as well. In fact, 1 game you batted them in succession in the order. So just talk about them taking on more responsibility and the expectations becoming greater for them as the season progresses.
It is, and at the same time there isn't any pressure because everyone around them's hitting. We're not relying on the freshmen to really put up massive numbers. They're contributing just like everybody else, and they're buying into what we need to do. They're selfless players. They're going up, having quality at bats, not trying to do too much, and then allowing the rest of the team to take over. And they're contributing just as much as everybody else. And at the same time, it's creating unbelievable experience for them that's going to prepare them and make them better in the long run.
And after a week on the road, come back home to start a really long homestand, a 2-week homestand, starting with midweek non-conference games. You have LIU today and Stony Brook tomorrow. Just what are you looking for in those non-conference games to continue the recent hot play?
Just keep building. Our pitchers keep competing. Every single at bat, every single pitch, compete. Attack the strike zone, get the batters to swing at a ball. That's always our goal, to get them to chase balls out of the zone. Control that strike zone. Offensively, just keep getting better every single day, and we go one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. That we look at every game and we want to win every single inning. And at the end of the game, we look up and the scoreboard's going to be in our favor if we compete every single inning.
And you resume conference play this weekend. Elon comes into Hofstra Softball Stadium. First-year CAA member. We've never played. The programs have never played each other. Just what do you expect out of them from what you've seen from the stats and the film?
They're a good ball club. They're a very good ball club. Winning a lot of games. They compete in every single game that they are playing in. They're very competitive in the CAA. It's going to be a great weekend. Looks like it's going to be great weather. We have Pink Day on Saturday, and then we're honoring Bill Edwards on Sunday, unveiling his banner, and it's just going to be an exciting time for Hofstra softball.
And just building on that, the last question, on Sunday, Bill Edwards, one of the Hofstra members inducted into the Hofstra Athletics Hall of Fame. The team coming back from Drexel was able to go and be a part of that ceremony. You talked about it before, but just how big was that honor for him and the program, and how nice was it that the program was able to share that with him?
It was tremendous, and it was a very, very emotional weekend going down. We didn't think we would be able to be there on Sunday, and when we finished the game Sunday down at Drexel, the team got together and they said, "Coach, can we get on the bus right now and head right back?" And so for the team to understand the impact that he's had on the program and every single one of the players, it was just awesome to be able to get back in time to be a part of that ceremony and to reward him for the success that he had.
Great. Well, Coach, thank you very much for the
Thanks,
time.
Frank.
And thank you, fans. And you can catch all the action this week right here on GoHofstra.com.